All right. I'm right here hidden inside of this.
You want me to move it?
No, I'm just kidding. I did it on purpose.
Oh.
I'm going to be over here. Yeah. So I was going to be inside the little window of the manger, but
didn't work out that way.
Away in the manger.
So we are here for Let's Just Talk, episode 68. We're just three guys just talking about stuff we try to learn about. Same things you guys know. None of us are journalists. We're just talking. The way I see it is we're talking and there happens to be some cameras on us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. At least that's the goal, you know?
Hey,
Yeah.
I heard some guy one time say being on a podcast is like in the 90s, like, oh, I'm in a band. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's start a band. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm in a band. It's like in today's
Where do you guys
life.
play?
It's like,
My garage.
yeah. In today's life, it's like, yeah, I'm on a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Funny. Yeah.
And I say, dude, that is right on.
Let's start a band.
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious.
That is funny.
I want to say what's up to Madison. Hello, Madison. How you doing today?
Hello.
Hello. Empty Tomb, what's cracking with you, man?
Who else is in here? Anybody else yet?
Sunset Free.
Hey, last time when we were getting off, we were saying Carl wasn't on, but he's under a different name.
Yeah.
know.
Is he Sunsets Free?
He probably no. I don't think so. I think he got tired of the Carl.
Did you think so?
I don't know.
I think he missed it. How could he get tired of it?
I don't know.
We didn't. So just in case, we're going to make sure and continue.
I know.
I think he's Sunset Free.
We'll find out.
Carl, who are you?
Who are you, Carl?
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
So as you guys probably
Whoa.
I don't know what that was about.
That was for all y'all out there that weren't listening.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, now
All
you
right.
know.
Calm down. So, what you guys probably know, we use this podcast room for the prison ministry also. And because of that, last year we purchased this nativity set. So we have the nativity set as a gift. We wanted to give a gift to all the inmates. And clearly we can't send gifts to the inmates.
Yeah.
So we bought this. We saw this at Costco.
Yep.
And figured they'd appreciate it. You know, so we put it up every December. Well, this is the second year. Anyways, that's why it's there. So, man, we got some topics. Hey, Cholo Trucker. Amen. Let's see. So I need to address something real quick. Right after Thanksgiving, I noticed that YouTube started using usernames in live videos and comments instead of display names. Huh.
See, I told you. I bet you that's him.
So is that you?
Yeah.
Or is it not you?
I bet you that's him.
Either way,
Who are you?
we got some topics today. Angel, you want to just go ahead and...
Yeah, we wanted to talk about what happened in Australia this past weekend. Also, the shooting in Brown University. L.A., there was a, by the FBI, well, a culmination of different states, I understand.
Told you.
Yeah, different states, along with the FBI, ATF, and everyone, as far as finding out that there was an attempt on New Year's in L.A.
Yeah.
Multi-locational.
5 locations there, at least.
And we also wanted to talk about some other topics, possibly parenting and transitioning. And so we'll wait till we get to that to break that down, and hopefully we can get to a leadership topic at the end.
Oh, wow.
But we got to make it official.
Oh yeah, hold on. Sunset Free. Hold on, go for it.
Carl.
I don't hear anything. Why not?
Yours wasn't plugged in? Oh, you missed it.
What is this?
That's The Walking Dead. Empty Tomb says that his aunt works at Brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about something real quick before we get onto the topics. This one's going to be really fast.
Yeah.
There's a story that happened, and I wanted to bring this up and see what your guys' thoughts were. I'm gonna make this story extremely short.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for
so
that
much.
super chat.
Thank you.
So a friend of mine and Mickey's, her daughter.
Thank you. Are poetic. Thank you.
They go to school somewhere in the Bay Area. Okay, so this is a 6th grader and an 8th grader.
Yeah.
Okay. Our friend's daughter was at school, and some bully, we'll call him Bully, decided to slap the 6th grade daughter in the back of the head and knocked her head off, or her hat off.
Oh, you scared me.
Knocked her
Decapitated her with a hit? Like, is it grizzly?
knocked her hat off.
Marshall, remember?
Okay.
Slap giving?
Yeah, and knocked her hat off. He asked her, what the 5 fingers say to the face? So anyways, knocked the hat off.
Yeah.
So he wasn't expecting this, but the 6-year-old daughter came up and hit him back in the face.
Oh.
So then he socked her in the breast. Okay? So the mom went to go pick up the daughter. No, nothing was said to her, to the mom. From the principals, the teachers, nothing. So then the next day, the bully was talking trash about her brother.
Yeah.
Okay? And so the brother says, yeah, man, I'm going to make sure that I bring a pipe, or I'm going to bring a weapon, and I'm going to beat him, blah, 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 blah. So the little sister, the 6th grade-year-old daughter, found out about that, about Bully beating up the brother with a weapon.
Wow.
So the brother went to school the next day, ready to go, walked up and says, hey, I heard you like hitting, and the bully was walking up to the child, to the brother. Brother walks up, says, hey, heard you like hitting girls. He said, yeah, I do. And before Bully can swing on him, he hit him with his hands, clipped him right on the jaw, stumbled him, hit him again, knocked him down, and gave him a few on the floor, right? So for one, he was defending himself before the bully was able to do something, right? And then, because the bully had whatever he had, whether it be a pipe, he had something to hit him with. It was on him.
No, they're all the same age.
6th grade, 8th grade. The bully and the brother are the same age.
Okay.
The girl was
The
younger.
girl was 6th grade, so younger.
Oh, and they're 8th grade.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
anyways, so then they came over, they separated the brother and bully. Okay. So, because I guess he might have like cut his lip or did something, whatever. So they called the mom and says they're going to expel the brother, her son.
Yeah.
So she was like, yo, what? Or you can take it to the court. So 10 days or whatever, they go in, they expel the brother for beating up the bully because he left injuries on the bully.
Wow.
And so now she was like, I don't want my child going to school here in California anymore. So I don't know where she sent whatever, but I guess the kid, the son that got expelled, I guess he was already like doing little side jobs, found something that he could do for umpiring and doing different things so he can accrue money because he wanted to buy something. I don't know what it was, to be honest about it. But what are your thoughts on that? Because the boy who defended himself and stood up for his little sister for some fool hitting her, socking her, he stood up, he gets expelled. And it was a panel of 3 different principals that were all women.
What city?
Somewhere in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go first?
I think protocol was clearly not followed by not informing the parents of what happened with the little girl in the first place. To me, that's where the problem started. Because at that point, they could have had parents intervene so this kid doesn't feel like he has to do something.
Yeah.
Because he felt like, okay, nothing going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think the whole thing could have been prevented if the school had followed protocol. But because it did happen, and clearly you're saying that the other kid had a weapon on him, I think that maybe there should, I mean, you can't go around beating bullies up either, you know, but so at the same time, maybe there should have been some suspension on both, but this guy has a weapon, so maybe that should have been more severe, because first you hit a girl, you hit a younger girl than you.
Yeah.
You know, not only a girl, because you're a boy, but somebody younger. He's probably the one that should have got expelled the first day.
Right.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if they would have followed protocol, if not expelled, then
severely
some kind of suspension with parents brought in,
Right.
which then would have prevented that kid from even being there the next day to make the So it's protocol wasn't followed.
After the court, he was given the option to be suspended, but he was going to be able to go to a school that basically like a continuation school that's filled with all kinds of troublemakers that are known. And the brother he's not a troublemaker.
Yeah, he was just defending himself.
But the guy that hits a girl and brought a weapon to school, nothing happens, and he stays in public school.
Did anything happen to him?
Nothing happened to the bully.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he didn't get suspended. He didn't get nothing at all.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy. What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree with all that. I'm like, I remember I was out of state somewhere. And I don't know if you remember this story, because remember Justin? Well, Justin still loves to draw. You know, he's always drawing. But do you remember when they had the police come in because of a drawing that he did? Do you remember me telling you that story? At West High?
Yeah, but I remember the incident, but I don't remember nothing about the drawing.
So he gets suspended. I'm out of state somewhere. I don't remember where I was at. But the Anna calls me. And the teacher pulls the drawing away from Justin. And because Justin loves history. So there was a Civil War drawing of Lego figures that he had of the Civil War.
Yeah.
So he's drawing these characters during the Civil War times in their colored uniforms, shooting each other in Lego figures. Because David, since he was a little kid, what did Justin love?
Legos.
Dude, he carried around his Lego Bible. We went through 2 different Lego Bibles books because he would carry it with him every day. That was his book. Everywhere he went, he carried it with him.
They're pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
The whole Bible in Lego.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
No,
It's
this
sick.
is, it's
Yeah.
And so they pulled the drawing, and Justin the teacher pulls it from him, takes it to the office, the vice principal pulls him out of class, has him sitting in the office, calls the Anna. They call the police.
Call the police.
They called the police and filed a report, an incident report, showing and submitting the drawing to the Tracy Police Department at West High.
So what is it they were saying?
That this could possibly lead to an act of violence, and they were talking about counseling and therapy.
Dang.
Because what kind of, parents, were we aware of the internal violence, or
I mean, if you take that same logic, then Arnold Schwarzenegger is violent because of the cover, him holding a shotgun of Terminator.
yeah.
It's all context. Everything's context.
So I'm not there. Diana goes in. And so I fly back the next day, and I went to go meet with the vice principal.
Yeah.
I walked into West High the next day, went to go meet with the vice principal. I said, and we had to sit down. And I said, I need to know why my son was suspended. Well, because of the drawing. It's school campus. We can't take a risk. We can't. I said, let me ask you. I said, when you looked at the drawing, did you feel threatened? Was there students? Was there anything?
I didn't see it.
And he said no. And so I pulled out a manila envelope of drawings since he was a little kid, of Transformers, of Lego characters, of all these different characters. And his response to me was, I understand and I believe you and I agree. But still, for him to come back and everything else, we're going to have to put him in counseling and therapy and all this stuff. Dude, I threw a fit. And I was adamant. I think he went to, I said, I'll let him go to 1. 1, that's it. And so he went to 1. I said, because you have no grounds on suspending my son for anything if we push this forward even more. You have nothing. The reason why I'm bringing that up with this story is the mindset of the school and the mindset of teachers. Dude, they had a psychologist come in. And it was like, dude, of all the things that they're dealing with, of all the mindset it is, That mindset is so bad with these kids because they let off these kids that are troubled because they feel sorry for them. And the kids that are doing something that either are just living out their life or defending family and having, this, they're on the outs, they're ostracized, they're pushed out from the outside, or to the outside. And that's, I said, the same thing with Justin. And I said, you've known, my other son, his guidance counselor. What does his guidance counselor say? Is he a violent kid? No. Has he ever had any? No, actually. To any of the teachers, has he ever been disrespectful? Never. Has he been late to school? Never. Does he do his homework? Well, that's another question, right? Conversation. But it was just so dumb in the mindset of the schools and the teachers and that doesn't surprise me that would happen. And it's unfortunate that it does. But it just shows the mindset of where the administration is at in these public schools.
Absolutely.
And this is why on this show we have said over and over again.
Yeah.
If you can find another means for your child to be in school, by all means take it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
By all means.
Build the community. Yeah. I just wanted to see I wanted to bring it back up because anytime we can touch on how bad the school districts are, man, it's just we have to let parents know because I think it was very, very bad. I really feel bad for this young man because I don't know where she sent him. She didn't punish him, but she just didn't want him going to school in California.
Yeah.
And she wasn't moving out. And she wasn't going to send him to a school to where he's being punished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have... If he was a troublemaker, then probably she would have, but it's not like that, man. And I mean, the kids stood up, like you said, if they would have handled it the way they should have on day one with the girl, day two wouldn't have happened.
Morals have no value in that culture.
Yeah, it's just very, very bad. That's all I gotta say.
Because we would raise our boys to do that. Defend your sister.
Absolutely.
Defend your little brother.
Couple shout outs, people coming in. Gerald Bainbridge, how you doing? He's the one that gave that super chat also. Valley Living 1479. How you doing, man? Our Poetic, did we already?
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for that.
Trevor Ryder and Bread of Life and Ross Fresta. I want to answer this question real quick. He says, do you all worry more about Muslims or Jews? I have never had to worry about a Jew, actually. I've never heard about a Jew blowing a building up or taking over a plane or attacking somebody with a machete or with a razor or have an explosive vest on. Never heard of that. So, I'm not threatened by Jews at all. So my answer would be a Muslim that I worry about more. What about you?
I ditto.
Yeah.
Definitely. If that's the question, I'm going with Muslim.
Angel?
No, I mean, I was going to say a joke. I don't know how well it'll go. I would say if I was being crucified, maybe I'd be nervous, but but outside of something crazy like that, I mean, no. I mean, I agree. There's nothing, we're going to get into that topic and
okay. I've never
in a little bit, but I wanted to do real quick Sunset Free, which is Carl. He says I'm not tired of that, for the record, of us calling out Carl.
Okay, just making sure, man. Just making sure.
So hit Carl, and then do for the record.
Okay.
Carl. For the record. For the record. For the record. For the record.
All right.
No, you got to do the laugh.
I don't know that.
I was supposed to get it in, and I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, that's right.
I was going to get that, the laugh, and what else? There was something else I was supposed to get in.
We got it. Have you ever seen that movie, Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yes.
Dude, there's so many one-liners in that movie, man. Well, you know what we should do is we should get some one-liners from the other guys, because the three of us love that movie.
Yeah.
The three of us
That
love
was the one. America.
No, that wasn't it.
No,
but I like that
it
one.
It should be one of them. Hey, real quick, we on Sunday night.
Gator.
Get her with some walking money.
Sunday night we watched Home Alone.
Okay. Part
And-
1, 2.
Part 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Part 1 is.
Oh, well, 2's amazing too.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
is great. Not better than part 1, but yeah, go ahead.
I agree. I've never even watched 3 or 4. I don't even know what that is with that other kid.
No, to me, there's only 1 and 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing else
But
exists.
what
agree with you.
funnier Christmas movie is there?
Funnier.
Funnier
Funnier?
Christmas movie in your opinion?
Christmas Story.
Funnier.
Funnier. Do you think you like you?
There's
like
some great
Story?
There's
Yeah,
some
there is.
great
There's-
ones.
There's some good ones.
but funnier. I think that's.
I would say Christmas Story. I think
Okay.
Christmas Story is funnier than Home Alone.
Really? I maybe as a whole movie, yes.
Okay.
But I would say as a condensed, like the last dude, that is the funniest 30 minutes or 20 minutes, in my opinion.
Oh, you mean talking about the ending?
The ending.
You know what, man? And the thing about it is you have to give it to Pesci and
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
and to
Dude, they did awesome.
Oh man, the bandits,
The Wet Bandits.
Our Poetic says Christmas Story or Elf. I've never seen Elf.
I was
I've seen
was
Elf.
thinking the same
I've seen
thing.
Elf. Elf was good, too.
I was thinking about our Elf as well.
It's just that the tarantula on his face, dude, and that scream.
What's a funny scene in Christmas Story though?
Empty tomb. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Oh man, dude. I mean, dude. There's the
Licking the pole.
Yeah, there's the licking the pole. There's
Okay.
the lamp. It's the dad, bro. It's just
Yeah.
it's that dry '70s humor, bro. It's not like, it's the lamp. Whenever it's the mom cooking,
I think it's a better entertaining movie.
it's there's a bunch
Like
of
I've
funny
only seen it
scenes.
once,
What was I gonna say?
and I'm like, okay, that's funny, but like Home Alone, I was uncontrollably.
I watch it every
laughing.
year.
Yeah.
I watch it.
So one of my favorite parts in that movie is Home Alone is whenever he's trying to walk up the ice stairs.
Yeah.
But then he says screw it and goes into the basement. So then he's
Yeah.
trying to walk up the basement and he's losing his shoes and socks. Then he steps on the nail, then has to start all over. Yeah, that is
I don't know
hilarious,
why.
bro.
All the tar.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, the
tarantula's
tar.
funny,
Yeah.
but when he slides,
Yeah.
and then he goes in his arms go like
Yeah.
that, and he just slides. That's the funniest part to me. That's
And
hilarious.
his legs are open like this, trying to open the door. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Cholo Trucker, A Christmas Story is not funny. It's a good story, but it's not funny as that it makes you laugh. Okay.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation
Yeah.
is
Chevy
up
Chase?
there with my top 3.
Yeah.
My top 3 Christmas movies, it would be Christmas
The
Vacation.
squirrel coming out the tree.
Yeah. Just classic.
For me, I would just.
The pink bunny suit.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
a stretch of a movie that to me is.
Did he tell us to turn our ringers off?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back. That didn't happen. But yeah, for me, just like that stretch to me is the funniest out
Empty
of any
Tomb.
movie.
Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, hilarious.
What other? I don't. All the newer ones
How about Jingle All the Way
with
with Sinbad and Arnold?
Never seen it.
I don't remember it.
That was pretty funny.
I don't remember
I think
it.
I saw it because it was a generation of Leanna when she was young.
Yeah.
And that was
I
when
seen it, I don't
everybody
remember it.
wanted that Astro Man, or you remember every year there was a toy all parents would go nuts to get. Remember there was Furbies, and I don't know what else it was. So it was in that era of the early 2000s. So I thought it was a funny movie.
What, Groundhog Day, was that a Christmas movie? It's been so long.
I don't think
Four
so.
Christmas is a pretty funny movie. I agree with
is
that.
Groundhog Day a
Shrugger.
Christmas movie? I don't remember.
Is it?
I don't know. It's snow, but I don't know if it's Christmas.
Gabriel, no man, I wasn't able to get the laugh. He sent me a whole 5-minute montage of Tucker's laughs, and I didn't get a chance to
cut it?
extract the best. I didn't get a chance to do it, but I will, man. I will, brother. I promise. I just didn't get a chance to do it this time.
Yeah.
Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was pretty
Deanna
funny.
was just watching that.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, she was. I didn't catch the whole movie. I've never seen it all, but Deanna was watching.
Trevor
it the other
says
day.
Michael Jackson would have been good in Christmas, huh? It's the least I can do. Okay, thank you. Amen. Yeah, but
There's some good ones out
there's
there.
some good ones out there.
I always say Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie, and I already know Cholo's going to give me some junk over that one.
I think Cholo's a
I thought you were
fan
kidding.
of Die Hard.
That's right. It is. a
I would
Christmas
guess
style.
he is. I don't know. Cholo Trucker has some strong views on movies.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I only know that because of you.
About his view?
Yeah, about his views. And then whenever we bring up movies, and wrestling, is he the
Boxing.
one that, is he the one that no, but he's the one who's like all of
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I know that because of you. And every time we bring up movies or we don't really talk too much about wrestling.
I think he pulls that semi over and starts just commenting.
He's on the headset like voice
He puts it
texting.
verbal. It's all verbal.
He's voice
It's all
texting.
misspellings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do know that. But
That is a Christmas movie.
I always say that Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Scrooge movie is my favorite Christmas movie, says Ross Fresta. What do you guys think of Jim Carrey's rendition of what's
The
the
Grinch?
The Grinch.
I thought he did an excellent job as the Grinch. From what Dr. Seuss did.
Yeah, I watched it when it came out, loved it, laughed, but I have no desire to watch it now.
Nope.
But I will watch the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
I love
It's
the
classic,
cartoon.
yeah.
I don't get tired of the cartoon, The Grinch. But at the time when it came out, I did watch it and I laughed. 'Cause I think more because Jim Carrey was so huge back then.
What do you guys watch leading to Christmas time?
I don't, Chucker. I don't.
What do you say?
He said, by the way, people always mention Die Hard as a Christmas movie as they should, but they forget about Lethal Weapon. And like I said, I don't, but I like the Die Hard.
Like, what Christmas movies do you guys watch leading to Christmas? Like, is there a
Nothing.
3,
Nothing.
4, 5? No.
Once the kids grew up, nothing.
Well, okay, let's use kids or grandkids, whatever.
I want to watch, I ordered them to watch them with the girls,
Yeah.
Bella and Julie. Frosty the Snowman on Blu-ray and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on Blu-ray. I have them so I can watch them with the girls.
Yeah.
So Leanna can come over.
Okay. Those two. Any other?
But between me and Leanna, it's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tino? Any family favorites as the kids were growing up to now that you would have either you do now or then that were staples?
Thanks for Park Bench Millionaire for jumping in on here.
I would say that I guess the only movie that we watch
Meet the Foggers.
is
Sharon said.
Home Alone. Probably Home Alone, yeah.
They have a Christmas movie?
Meet the Fockers?
Yeah.
That's when he meets them.
It's a.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
And
Is it?
then
That's a funny movie though. Ben Stiller.
yeah. And then
I think it is.
Mickey's favorite movie is The Christmas Story.
Okay.
And so I know like she hasn't watched it this year, but I know she's wanted.
Oh,
to
Charlie Brown Christmas, hands down.
Oh yeah. Hey, I mean, dude, Peanut Gang is. I'm
Yeah.
Peanut Gang, bro. Peanut Gang.
Well, that's what I was saying because I like Charlie Brown's Christmas. That's a classic, dude.
Yeah.
That story, when Linus goes into the story of Jesus,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
dude, it's just that's awesome. Snow White.
What?
Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
The cartoon of the Grinch, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and we were obviously as far as Home Alone, me and Diana will watch that. We'll play that while we're cooking or stuff like behind. The other one too that we have watched since Stephanie's kids were little that I watched with them
Yeah.
as they were growing up, and Ezra loves it. What do you think about Star?
Love Star. That movie's amazing.
You never seen the cartoon Star?
Yeah.
Dude, it is.
It's about a little donkey, the one in
And
the
a
manger.
bird.
His point of view of the birth of Christ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
I think I know what you're talking about. Now that you say it like that, I think
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
love
about.
it. Yeah,
but I don't
it's a
know.
really
I've
nice
never
movie.
seen it.
Oh, dude, I
Brother
love it.
Ace says Gremlins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It is. Yeah.
You know what I noticed? Sharon, every year, it's those Lifetime, but she hasn't done it this year, probably because she hasn't had time.
Yeah.
But like from
Christmas
November to December, it's like all those love stories.
Man.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Like
Praise
these
the Lord.
unheard
I do,
of,
but I don't.
unheard of
I don't
movies, unheard
know.
of actors, and they all look like they're Macy models, and
Yeah.
and they all return home and fall in love, or they're really business person, and they get humbled, and like and she just loves those movies, man. I can't take it.
Oh. I can't either.
Yeah.
man.
If, I
I'm
don't
so
know.
happy Mickey
Yeah.
is not in any
If
of that.
Deanna does, she does it when I'm not home.
Yeah.
I don't
Christmas
know.
in July. Have you seen that?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's what Lifetime does. Christmas in July. It's either
Really?
Lifetime Network or it's Hallmark. One
Oh,
of
the
those.
Hallmark, not like it's all the Hallmark movies.
Yeah,
they have a bunch of Christmas
They do Christmas in July, bro. That's what the whole month is called.
didn't know that. I never heard of
Christmas
that.
in July. Makes me want nothing. Praise the Lord about it.
Ross Presley says, "I'll be right back. I need a commercial."
Who? He did that last week.
Sharon said you skipped hers.
No, we didn't. We gave it a shout out.
Yeah. What do you mean we skipped
Yeah,
it?
that's one of the dude. That's funny. Yeah,
Fred Claus.
Yeah, Meet the Fockers.
I never seen that one.
Nah.
Was it there Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
This Tim Allen one, I think. There's a couple of them.
I've seen them like because it happens to be on, and they're funny, but I've never had a desire to see them.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Dude, that's
What
been so
doesn't
long.
Eddie Murphy have one? A Christmas one?
I'm sure he does. Norbit.
No. Me and Sharon went over Leanna's one time, and it was a new one, and it was
New
pretty funny. Eddie Murphy one.
No, I do want to bring up
I don't remember if
For
anybody knows the title.
any parent. If you see it, I don't know what channel. If my wife's watching, maybe she can type it in. But we put in a Muppets Christmas.
Yeah, I'm with that one. That's possibly my second favorite. Best
What was that?
movie? A White Christmas.
Never
Okay.
seen it.
I hadn't seen it either until I came home and Deanna's watching. She has a Muppets Christmas, and she has it on.
Hey, somebody's asking if you work out.
Who wants to
Do
know?
you all work out?
Is
Go
that,
ahead.
Is that Are you being mean? Or you or complimentary?
Yeah. Like maybe we look flabby?
Dude, I'm with that one, dude.
Which
I
one?
forgot about that. That is Christmas,
Trading
dude.
Places.
What is-
Trading Places.
Trading Places is
Oh
Christmas?
my gosh, I forgot it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
With Eddie Murphy?
With Eddie Murphy
Is that
and
the one?
Dan
that the one?
Aykroyd.
That's a Christmas?
Well,
That's Christmas.
Let me say before I forget.
Okay, yeah,
before,
yeah,
before-
yeah, my
before I
bad.
forget. Just because I don't want parents to be getting tricked by this. So we put on the Muppets Christmas,
Okay.
right? And so I guess it's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it ends up in a gay bar. I'm not even joking.
Gay Muppets?
Gay Muppets. Dude,
For the record. For the record. For the record. For the record.
Ezra was in the kitchen with us, and I look up, and there's a dude trying to hit on Kermit, and Kermit looks up, and there's a trans dude dancing in a birdcage, a gay trans Muppet
A Muppet.
at
Really?
a bar,
Oh.
and there it's a trans bar.
So we're giving it a thumbs down,
Yes.
what you're saying.
So I'm saying that because it was a Muppets Christmas
Wow.
for kids, and this was in the middle of the movie. So I'm letting you know that way you don't put it on and maybe walk away and
Yeah.
for your kids and all
He
this.
says the Guppets.
I don't know if it was Netflix. I don't know, but just dude, delete it off. Don't,
Wow. That's
dude.
weird.
That's sad, man. It's like, dude, this is the Muppets, man. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Wow.
Anyways,
yeah. I don't know.
yeah, there's a lot of Christmas movies, but don't watch that one. Don't watch Gay Muppets.
The Guppets.
Yeah, don't.
Where'd Sharon go?
Trans-Uppets.
I wonder if she brought me something.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. I'm just,
I hope.
Whoop. Sorry. Whoop. Wrong way.
I
Sorry.
thought we were going to play Mariah
Dude.
Carey Christmas.
Oh no, man! I shoot myself in the foot. before I
That
play
was the song in the Gay Muppet scene.
As a matter of fact, bro, that's what I put on.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Did you find it?
Well, I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, our poetic got to be careful with kid movies. We have to pre-watch everything before our kids watch. And Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Did you find it though?
No, it's talking. It just says these Muppets are queer, and then I don't know what he's talking about at this moment because I'm not listening.
I don't know. It's part of the alphabet. That's all that I know, dude. I don't know. I didn't ask it questions.
How
I just
about the
know what I seen.
Nativity Story movie? I've always liked that.
I only seen it once. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I've showed it at the church maybe at least through a few times in this season, like a movie night for the church.
Yeah.
And I'll show the nativity story.
I haven't. Yeah.
It's really good.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, well, you guys want to jump in the first topic? We were talking about Australia and what happened and what happened this weekend.
So it was my understanding of father and son.
Yes.
Muslims. Mm-hmm. They're not saying it. I don't know why, but they were yelling out Allah Akbar. Mm-hmm. So is that coming out now? Because it's starting to leak out now that they were
I haven't
yelling
heard that. I don't know. That doesn't. I heard reports that something was being said.
Yeah, that's what was being said. It's coming out today.
Okay.
You know, and
also, I have heard that they found an ISIS flag inside their car.
really,
I'm not laughing at the time. I'm laughing at what Cholo Trucker just.
how the gringos stole Christmas. Is that really a movie?
He said it's the worst Christmas movie ever.
George Lopez,
George Lopez. That didn't surprise me at
AKA Einstein. That vato looks crazy.
I haven't seen that guy do a funny movie, bro, in a long time, bro.
So
It's almost like he
And
lost
Balls
a
of
body
Fury.
part, and his funny body part left him, like his kidney or something.
yeah. So
He ain't
these
funny anymore.
So these guys apparently it was a Jewish event at the beach for Hanukkah, and these dudes just started shooting. And there's a lot of footage from different points of view.
From my understanding, it was 17 minutes before the police arrived.
Yeah, people are really criticizing the police over there.
I'd heard that two lady
They're probably
officers.
scared.
I don't know how accurate it is. I've heard a couple different reports.
Yeah.
That two of the first officers that arrived were ladies, and they froze. They didn't run in.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You hearing that?
No,
No, I haven't, but that sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
You want me to read a couple things?
Yeah.
NPR, because you got Rudder, you got BBC. I'll read NPR. A mass shooting in which 15 people were killed during a Hanukkah celebration at Sydney Bondi Beach was a terrorist attack inspired by Islamic State. Australia's Federal Police Commissioner Chrissy Barrett said Tuesday the suspects were a father and son aged 50 and 24, authorities have said. The older man, whom state officials named as Sajid Akram, was shot dead. His son was being treated at a hospital. A news conference by political and law enforcement leaders on Tuesday was the first time officials confirmed their beliefs about the suspects' ideologies. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the remarks were based on evidence obtained, including the presence of Islamic State flags in the vehicle that has been seized. There was 25 people still being treated in the hospitals after Sunday's massacre. 10 of them were in critical condition. 3 of them are patients in children's hospitals. Also among them is Hamed Al-Hamed, who was captured on a video tackling and disarming one of the assailants before pointing the weapon at him and seeing it on the ground. Those killed ranged in age from 10 to 87. They were attending a Hanukkah event in Australia, most famous beach Sunday, and gunshots. Those just the basic, and then it goes in for more.
Yeah.
It starts talking about the strict gun laws. Because you know Australia has strict gun laws, right? Okay, so.
Yeah, and then one of the guys. So it was I've heard different reports, but I've heard the guy I've heard predominantly the guy that tackled the father was a Muslim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he tackled him, takes the gun away, aims the gun at him, and decides to not shoot.
Yeah. I thought he was going to shoot him.
So did I. But he didn't.
Yeah.
And the son comes up and shoots him.
Yeah.
And the father continues to pick up another gun and continues to shoot more people.
Yeah.
But because this dude hesitated, and for whatever reason, I don't know what it's like to be in the moment,
Yeah.
but his decision caused the lives of other people.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. That's the bottom line of it. You know, and that's just that's sad. I don't know why. I haven't seen any interviews of him or any reports.
You
of
know,
him.
my thing is that many people are going to say, well, you know, you're against Islam. Look at this guy. He was Muslim and helped. You got to understand, man, what makes this man Islam? Is it because his name? Is it because his origin? The reason I say that is because Muslim extremists wouldn't consider that man Islamic, the one that tried to help.
Yeah.
They would say, you're helping Jews?
Yeah.
You're an infidel. You know, our neighbor here is from Iraq, born in Iraq. His dad's from, you know, great people. You know, the mechanics right here. Mm-hmm. If he intervened, let's say there was a shooter here and he intervened, would they say, oh, Muslim helps Christian church? He says he's Muslim in the same way a Mexican says they're Catholic because they go to Christmas Mass.
Yeah.
Because he ain't praying X amount of times a day. He's dating, an American white woman. You know, great guy, really nice guy, you know, but he assimilated into this nation. You know what I'm saying? He was all happy because he goes, hey, man, I got my first pair of boots. You know, so he came to America and he understand that this is a great country. But if he would have came and intervened, can you imagine, because of where his origins are in his name, they'll say, oh, Muslim man helps Christian pastor. So in the same way, this guy that came in, you know what I mean? So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just crazy because the mentality, you know, because I also understand the Muslim extremist side.
Yeah.
That term does exist.
What's that?
Extremist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because not all Muslims are extremists. They may have their views, and like you were saying, you know, it kind of, you know, goes different. It's not a majority. It is a minority. But they don't care if you're Muslim. They'll kill you.
Yeah.
If you're Muslim. If it is for the greater good of their cause, they'll burn the city down with you in it.
Yeah.
For what they believe to be the greater cause. Mm-hmm. You know, and I've been waiting for like Ilhan Omar and all of them to, you know, denounce this.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for Mamdani and
David Ponce, thank you, man, for coming in.
I've been waiting for all of that.
Yeah.
And
what about your people?
Yeah.
Omar, what about your people?
Yeah.
These are your people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then she's gonna say, "Well, I'm not
is that
Australian."
racist? I mean, whatever.
That's a hateful woman, man.
Yeah, but these are your people. This is what you're creating. You're making it so. I'm not getting into it. Those are your people. They ain't got nothing to say. Yeah. All of a sudden, you're quiet. Mundummy, run his mouth. You got nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. No, dude, I haven't heard a peep.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a peep. Where LeBron James, where you at? Where you at, LeBron James?
When you're so for Islam and you're so for the Muslims and you're so for all of this dumbness, and then they go out and they do something like this, like, where do you stand?
Yeah.
Like, nothing? You got nothing to say.
I didn't see any protesting this weekend, or the Monday and Tuesday. Did you see any protesting?
No.
I didn't see any protesting at Harvard, Princeton, Yale. You know, I didn't see any protesting, you know, university campuses.
They're on winter break.
Yeah. Like, seriously.
They went home.
I didn't see Pelosi and them bowing down, you know, and praying
So
for the Jewish people.
Our evangelism team that has a speaker and a microphone and a bunch of Jesus flags, can they do that in the Muslim countries?
Absolutely not, man.
No.
Can the Muslims do that in our country?
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely. They literally have.
See my point? You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying it.
Who is saying who's not tolerant?
Yeah, no, I know.
I've been saying that for years, bro.
You know,
like,
I heard something crazy. Not heard. I watched this interview. It was insane. I never heard of this. But this guy that was raised Muslim was talking about this tattoo of a cross he has here on his wrist, the inside of his wrist, since he was 1. He says, we tattoo our babies. He was because the Muslims come and they steal our children and they raise them to be Muslims. He goes, so we have to, as Christians, tattoo our babies. That's crazy, man.
That's wild.
He goes, and that way when they grow up, maybe, just maybe,
They'll realize.
they'll realize and say, I'm a Christian. He goes, and if they have a burn mark, that lets them know that there was a cross there. Maybe, just maybe.
A scar
And they'll
mark.
come back to the Lord.
That's crazy.
Is that wild?
Yeah.
Kind of off topic, but sort of, you know what I mean? I'm just
man.
like,
Wow,
when
I
you
never-
get to the
telling you.
I never
extreme,
even thought of that. Yeah.
if you get to the extreme where they're
telling you.
stealing your babies, man.
I'm telling you, man. It's just
And he showed his.
we
Wow.
live
I never heard that before.
We live in such a wonderful country, bro. We do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. We live in the, I mean, come on, dude. Like, that's wild. We sit here and complain in our first world problems, bro. That's wild. That I couldn't even fathom that thought, bro. I can't
Yeah,
even.
I'm just like blown away. Can you imagine having to tattoo your children in
No,
case somebody steals them?
I can't. I can't even imagine it.
I never even
You know
thought of that. Never
how
heard of that
like Mercy Me said, I can only imagine.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that, bro. I can't. I can't.
So
that's wild.
yeah, it's just wow.
You know, what do you think of, but what would cause, and I'm just kind of stuck though. I don't know if it was 17 minutes or 21 minutes. What would cause law enforcement to not show up?
They probably weren't packing. All jokes aside, I don't know if they packed. Let me look it up before I continue.
But
talking.
that I can't buy that. Maybe that's the truth. I'm just saying I can't buy that if you're law enforcement.
Yeah, I don't know how they get down over there. Remember the bank shooting, and this is what caused cops to carry ARs now. Because remember the bank thing in L.A.?
Yeah.
That's what even spinned off the movie Heat with
Yeah.
Robert De Niro. All the cops were showing up with pistols, and these dudes were full armor. I mean, completely full gear and automatic weapons, and that because of that, that's what caused cops to carry AR-15s now. They have them in their motorcycles now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't see
They
that.
have a thing right here, looking like Daryl, from Walking Dead, with the AR-15 hanging off
I
of that
remember when
thing.
that bank robbery happened in Stockton over off of, was it Country Club? Or
I don't know, but I know
No, it
that
wasn't
was a
Country
horrible
Club.
thing.
It
It wasn't
was-
Country
yeah.
Club, but
It wasn't
Okay,
Country
the AI overview says that yes, they do carry firearms since 1970s. Australia police officers are issued personal firearm, most commonly as a Glock semi, right? Their standard duty belt, I said duty, also typically includes a taser, an expandable baton, pepper spray, handcuffs, ammunition, magazine, gloves, a torch, and a two-way radio. Firearms are typically stored in a secure room at the police station and are issued at the beginning of an officer's shift and returned at the end. Officers generally do not have access to their firearms when off duty, except in rare high-risk circumstances with specific permissions. So, I mean, were those women cops that you're talking about, were they on duty?
Yeah.
I said duty. Sorry. I just have it.
But yeah, no, what I had heard, I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I had heard that there was 2 women officers that got there and didn't run in, and they froze.
yeah.
I'm not throwing every woman officer under the bus.
Cholo Truckers, that tattoo must be extremely faded and stretched out by 7. Yeah, it wasn't like this nice tattoo to look stylistic. He says that they would do like just straight up like prison style,
Yeah.
with some kind of ink or whatever, and they would they just put across. It wasn't to look pretty, so I'm sure it probably does look really messy.
Okay, so let's look at it like
Yeah.
this. We'll say like here in California, the cops are trained to break in and go do a routine, whatever they're gonna do with their arm, and they get ready to shoot whenever they need to shoot, right? Do you think they do those same kind of trainings over there, considering that they're not allowed to hold guns out there, right? They have a gun law where you're
People, you mean? No.
yeah, the citizens.
No, no.
They're not supposed to. So why train for that kind of movement if the people aren't carrying? Here in California,
It's the Wild West here, man.
yeah, exactly. I don't need to explain.
Yeah.
We all know Cali. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's
so
just,
I wonder if that's why they
probably.
froze.
That's why
Maybe.
I compared it to the
Very-
bank.
yeah, very well, maybe.
The bank robbery in L.A. That changed. They didn't carry AR-15s until then.
Nah, that was a wild one.
That changed it. So maybe
Yeah.
this is the wake up for Australia of the type of world we live in nowadays.
I think we've all said it on here before. The ones that have the most problems with shootings are the ones that want to go ahead and hold back the guns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just talking to my son yesterday, and all my sons, I love talking to my sons about different things, right? And but it's like, how come we don't ever hear about school shootings or anything going on in Oakland? We don't hear about school shootings going on in some of the Mexican barrios or some of like Compton.
Because the students will shoot back.
Exactly, because they're all packing. We don't hear about these crazy shootings and everything going on in Texas. We don't hear about that kind of stuff. It's the ones that have the gun laws where we hear these people going nuts. It's very unfortunate. It's sad. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
My prayers are out to the families. I mean, it's very, very sad, man, for these parents who lost their 10-year-old child. Was it a boy or a girl?
I think it was a little girl.
I mean, it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant, man. My heart, oh my goodness, man, my heart pleads for you. And my prayers, like I said before, there's nothing I can do, but I do know this, is that my prayers create miracles. And so any peace that my prayers can give you, they're definitely out there to you.
Now, what was I heard? 15 were pronounced dead.
15 killed.
Oh, was it? I thought it was 11.
No, well, that's what it was a few days ago, but now it's 15.
So more people have.
Yeah.
Because of the ones that are in the hospital that have been put up in the hospital, some of them are not making it there, so they're dying.
Cholo Trucker says a good movie called 44 Minutes with Michael Manson about the Hollywood shooting. I haven't heard of that. And Ross Fresta says West Coast is a fast life than here in East Coast. Yeah, it's the Wild West here still, man. It's on and cracking over here, and I don't think it's like Chicago though, from what I hear.
Yeah.
But Chicago's a city, not a
my
state.
understanding of Chicago is a certain section. You literally can't go to Chicago, and you're not going to hear shootings and all that. It's a certain section. But Cali, it's the entire state. Yeah, I mean, if you want to find trouble, you're going to find it really quick here. Would you agree to that?
Absolutely.
In
Anywhere.
LA, San Diego?
Yeah.
Any side of the vine over here, bro. Yeah. Any
Outside, a block away.
Yeah.
We can find trouble. You want it.
I remember I moved out here. I got out here in 96. I lived out here for a few years. And then I had to go down. Mickey got pregnant, so she proposed to me. And then, so I went down south to go get a real job.
Yeah.
And like all my cousins were all making fun and this and that of all the guys up here and this and that and saying about Frisco and how they're gay and wah. And I was like, you know what, bro? I'll say this, dude. Like, you guys we have Hollywood down here. I said, there's nothing different on either side of the vine, bro. Yeah. Except the way the gang banging is, it's different. Down there, it's Vadios. Up here, it's color. And Cali is crazy. California is crazy.
You know, our mom and dad are always, every time we go into Mexico, they're like, be safe, be okay. Like, Mom, I go to Stockton.
She don't like that either, though.
I know. Like, I can go to Modesto, I can go to Stockton, I can go to Merced, I can go to Bakersfield, I can go to Fresno. I'm not even hitting the Bay yet. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Sac. It's like, dude, you got to, I remember being in Arizona. It's the funniest thing. You go to Arizona stores, Tucson or some of the, even small communities, you go to like a Love's gas station. You walk up and go, hey, can I get ice? Yeah, it's outside. How many bags? 2. You walk out there and you walk outside, open it up, grab 2 bags of ice and go.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I seen that, I was like, ain't no lock on there? And they're like, me and Jose were like, I guess not. Like, ain't no lock on the ice?
I know,
dude, this would have been emptied quick.
Immediately, bro.
Guys, so
the day they filled it.
Guys, so I just moved from Stockton, lived there for 8 years. The KFC on Charter Way is the double pane like a bank.
Yeah.
At the drive-thru.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a bulletproof glass,
seen that.
and then another bulletproof glass. So you open a slot, put your money. That closes. Then there's opens. They get the money, and they put the food. That's KFC drive-through.
Yeah,
I think there's a couple of them on Charter.
So just to let you know,
I think
when
Burger
you
King
hear
too.
whatever you hear about Stockton is probably true.
Well, I went home and told. I was saying that we were talking about what happened because last week we talked about the Stockton shooting.
Yes.
And so when I got home that night after the podcast, my family asked, hey, did you talk about Stockton? And I said, of course we had to. We had no choice.
Yeah.
And then I had told them about what you had said. Were any of us surprised when we found out it was Stockton?
Yeah.
And they were like, nah. Now you say that, Dad. Like, no. My brother-in-law was like, nah, man, I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah.
It's just common behavior. And then, man, what did you just say right now? You just said something about, man, I lost my train of thought, man.
About KFC?
Yeah, but my brother-in-law had said something, man. I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
I don't know.
Well, that famous bowl must be real famous. Having double pane
I don't know.
process
I mean-
for bullets.
It's just a different thing, man.
Well, even in that conversation, bringing in Brown
Who are the
University.
Diaz brothers?
Oh, that's Nate and Nick.
Oh, okay.
They're from Stockton, and they're MMA fighters. They're UFC
okay.
fighters.
Yeah, I don't follow MMA.
But yeah, they are fine.
But
yeah,
I
now that you
guess
said that.
we're near
Yes,
them.
we are.
Okay.
They're born and raised in Stockton. I mean, hey, so there's a funny story. Let me just side note this real quick. I want to say it was Nate. Which one is the younger one? I think it's Nick. I think it's
I don't
Nick.
know.
Oh,
Okay,
they're two brothers that they fight?
yeah, they're both MMA fighters.
Okay.
Okay. So I think it was Nate. I think he's the older one. Or is it? No, I'm sorry. It's Nick. It's Nick. I think is the older one. He's in the octagon. First one of his. I think it's his first match in the octagon in the UFC.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's big because you got to climb your way up there. Okay. So, anyways, long story. I make it longer. So the thing about it is this fool's in there going, "What fool? What mother?" Fool? And he's cussing at him. He's going, Stockton, fool, what? Stockton. The guy
He
hit
started
him.
gangbanging?
Yeah. Them two dudes jumped some dude in the octagon.
Really?
The guy won his match. Chris Lieben. Nick's older. Yeah, see, Nick's older. So if anybody remembers, Chris Lieben, pink hair, won a match. He was celebrating. He's in there getting interviewed. He calls out one of the brothers. The brothers go in there, and then one thing is said, this other thing is said, and they're Stocktonian ways, bro.
Yeah.
They jumped them in the octagon.
Yeah, I believe it, dude.
My homeboy got shot by girls. Charter Way.
Yeah, that's
Stockton.
crazy.
Him and his friend got shot. They were
That's
just
crazy.
walking. They were walking, and this lowrider pulled up full of girls. This was back in
Yes, there they are.
in the late '80s, and he worked at Manny's.
Oh yeah.
And so these girls walk up. They're like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, this and that. And so they see a car full of girls. It was a '64 Impala.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they got close, they yelled out, "Clay Street!" And they pulled out a shotgun. They took off running.
They hit him?
Shot his friend, and then shot my friend. He was missing a calf. They shot his calf off,
Well, it's
and then
12 gauge.
they peeled out and took off.
Dang.
So, yeah, man. And then another time he was at Manny's working, and he goes out to throw the trash, and they start shooting at him. So he had to jump into the trash bin. Not the girls, but just somebody.
Why would mom and dad take us to Manny's all the time then?
They had a good avocado burger, man. That's why.
Manny's is pretty bomb, bro.
Hey,
we grew up going there
Yeah,
doing all the
Manny's is
time.
bomb.
I remember even being a kid though, and being like,
I am
should we be
convinced,
here?
man, in Stockton, the best places are the most dangerous.
Absolutely. I agree
To
with
this
you.
day.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
East LA, Compton, they got some bomb food.
Cook with elbow grease,
Bomb
literally,
food.
literally.
It's what is it though? The likeliest to get shot, the food gets better. I'm not lying. Like that's for everywhere you go.
Because you know it's worth dying for it.
I don't know.
Snow Whites, man. Snow White burgers.
Yeah.
Bro, they're putting the hood fire.
Yeah. Oh, their fries, their
Everything
burgers,
fire, bro.
Their milkshakes,
Yeah, the hood
their
got some-
sundaes.
Oh, man, dude. There's shakes.
Their banana
the
Dude,
ice-
I'm hungry. Let's change the subject.
Ooh, hey.
Dude, Brown University,
Yeah.
same thing.
What? I don't know nothing about this. What happened?
There was from the story I understand. There was somebody that walked up, yelled something again,
Yeah.
and started firing or killed a young Republican, the president of the Republican.
Where's this at?
Brown University.
I don't know where that's at.
What state is that in?
Looking it up. It's in Brown.
Empty Tomb says same in Boston. Best. I think he meant to say food. Right, is right in the middle of the hood.
Best goof.
Yeah. Ross Fresco
Rhode
says-
Island.
Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island.
And killed a young lady. And so I guess Massachusetts. Yeah. Empty Tomb. What What have you heard? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Your aunt works there. I wish we had him on the line. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that.
Smoke and Meats Barbecue in Stockton. No, my favorite, if you want, I would say Off the Curb in Manteca. That place, man, runs out. Put it this way. They have hours. Their hours are when the food runs out. Usually it runs out quick. The Texas barbecue.
In Manteca?
Yeah, barbecue Off the Curb.
Yeah, they just sell it until they're done.
Yeah, and usually it's done quick.
Yeah,
So,
you don't know what time it's closing.
Yeah, it closes when it closes. And sometimes you don't even get the menu. You get what they got left. That's how good that stuff flies.
Dang. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But no, I haven't tried Smoke and Meats Barbecue in Stockton. I haven't heard of it. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either. I'll be honest with you, I rarely go into Stockton, but
Man, ever since I left, I have no desire to go back.
If I ever go eat there, it's during the day. That ain't a lie.
I know. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then depending on where I'm eating, it has to be like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Only if it's on March Lane, dude.
Oh my
We
goodness,
go to like
bro.
PF Chang's.
You think I'm kidding?
Like PF Chang's or Yindu's, we'll go.
What's the place all the Pentecostals went to?
Either PF Chang's or Windu.
No, the one on Pacific.
Yindu's.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, their house chicken's good.
I haven't ate there in years, but
Yeah, their house chicken and soup. Oh, their soup was bomb.
yeah.
Little hole in the wall. It's kind of dug in there a little bit, but
No, he's just out 30 minutes away from him.
what is that?
Brown, his aunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, how many were shot? How many were dead?
Looking
Sunset
it
Free,
up.
thank
It
you.
doesn't tell
Thank
me.
you for that super chat.
Doesn't tell me.
But from my understanding too, their response, their campus police, the police, it was like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Like what?
They're
What's
saying
going on?
CNN is saying that they're still searching for this guy.
Yeah, they haven't found him. They haven't found the shooter.
They haven't found the shooters of the birthday party here in Stockton
either,
either.
yeah. Like how do you have how in the world did they have the information at certain moments of like shootings and even 9/11, right? Like
2 students and 9 others were injured.
Two students died?
Yeah. 2 students dead. I'm sorry. The shooting left 2 students dead, 9 others injured at the Ivy League school in Providence, Rhode Island, where classes and exams have been canceled. The campus remains on edge, and the governor has ordered a sweeping review of school safety measures. At least 75 school shootings have unfolded. Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, man, this one I'm gonna pick and choose what I read here because
Yeah.
this is CNN.
Yeah.
And empty too. I heard, I don't know how accurate it is. I've heard that Brown University is one of the most liberal schools in the country. I don't know that to be true. That's what I've heard. I've heard that on other reports.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know anything about the university. I don't know, what that is or not. But that's just a crazy. What takes 20 minutes?
Yeah.
That's without traffic, I can get to my house in about 20, 25 minutes.
That's weird.
For the police.
Brown is different than maybe some universities in that it is very integrated with residential neighborhoods, Smiley said. Smiley is the mayor. This building is on the literal edge of the campus, and the person of interest walked out the door, and as soon as he stepped onto the sidewalk, was no longer on campus. The school's network of cameras couldn't follow the suspect into the surrounding neighborhoods, Smiley said. It's part of the reason we keep asking the community's help so much is because even though this occurred on campus, the route of travel and all of the video evidence you've seen other than the first video has been video off campus, Smiley said. The path that we're following for this person of interest is actually off campus, the mayor added.
So it's an Ivy League school, is what you read.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's an Ivy League school.
Brown, Howard, like those are Ivy League schools.
So
Those are prominent. How do you say that? It's like mostly like black students, like BYU, for example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like BYU is mostly Mormon.
Yeah.
Right. So like that's what Brown and Howard is.
Okay.
My understanding. I could be wrong, but I've always.
Do they have a motive?
No.
Okay.
But see that's what I was going to say, because the girl that was shot was the head of the Republican club. Why aren't they talking about that being a target?
Art Lopez, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like if it was a trans person, if it was whatever, and a gunman came in and this person was the head over the rainbow community, whatever that was,
Yeah.
how they would paint that picture on the news for a gunman to come in and target that.
Well,
Again, it's sales.
huh?
I said again, it's sales. Like what sells?
I mean,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm bringing it up too early, but that is my main concern about one of the subjects is what the FBI just stopped. And I don't see a lot of news talking about it, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I'm curious if any of you guys even know about this. So yes, can I bring it up?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're
Yesterday-
tying. They all tie in.
The FBI stopped an attack, domestic attack, that was supposed to happen in LA. 5 different locations were supposed to explode at midnight
New Year's.
on New Year's night, on New Year's Eve, exactly the same time, 5 explosions, and the FBI stopped it. Why is the news not talking about it? Because it was 4 extreme leftists, not even Muslims.
No.
4 extreme leftists that one of the things was they wanted to kill ICE agents.
That wasn't. Yeah, that was the documentation that they found.
And it got foiled. They got found out. They have all their.
Why don't you tell them where they got arrested at and what they were doing?
I don't know where they were arrested at.
California.
They
Southern
were
California.
Well,
filmed
yeah, it was
at-
in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Bernardino.
From my understanding, they were filmed. We have footage of them exploding bombs in the
Testing it out.
Mojave Desert,
Yeah, testing it out
testing out their bombs.
in Mojave.
But the news ain't talking about
Yeah.
it.
Why is it not front news?
This would have been. This is 5 9/11s
Yeah.
simultaneously at once, but ain't nobody talking about it.
Why isn't the
Bro.
View talking about it?
That's so weird to me,
If
man.
it
Where
was-
you at, Whoopi? Where you at?
If it was
Crazy.
5 Republicans,
Yeah.
it would be MAGA all over it. MAGA people. It wouldn't even
Yeah.
be called Republicans.
No, it'd be
It-
MAGA.
It would be MAGA. I mean,
MAGA extremists, conservatives.
the crazy thing is you brought that to my attention, and then I was like, oh, okay, I guess and then you had put topic,
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I got to do some study on it. So as soon as I went to YouTube, it filled up, right? And it was just like, well, how come? I did think about that. I was like, I told my kids, I said, hey, you heard about this? And then they were like, nuh-uh. And they looked it up real quick, and then they found a bunch of information.
Yeah.
Here
But you
it
gotta
is,
look.
this,
You gotta
that.
look.
Yeah, you had to look.
You got to look.
And so, but they were like, nah. And so then we all started looking and doing the research.
Weird though, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is, like I said, it's what sells. There's no, I mean, obviously there's hate there, right? But it's the wrong type of hate.
But not only that, you could say, well, it was local. No.
No.
The Louisiana Police Department and FBI were involved.
Where's Scum at? Why isn't Scum talking about this with all this gel? You know, you could have combed your hair and did all your little robot rock
his
the
legs?
planet rock. Yeah, he could have pretzeled up and all that stuff, dude. You know what I mean, dude? Over here looking like Auntie Annie's, bro. But the thing about it is like, yeah, where's Scum at? Why aren't you talking about this, Scum? You piece of scum. That dude, oh my God. Like, why? Seriously, bro.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Exactly. Where is he at? He's probably over in Korea or China talking about them.
I
Try-
don't
this-
know what he's doing. I think he's
it-
getting flexible.
like, I mean, in all reality, you'd think you would be covering something like this because
It's your state.
You need all the campaigning you can get.
They just found somebody that was going to have 5 simultaneously explosions in
Yeah.
your state.
Yeah.
And you got nothing to say about it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's got to be the federal FBI to talk
I'm just going
about
to say it again. Where you at, LeBron? Do Mr. Spokesman?
Yeah.
That's wild. So I'm just wait. Let me do a. Does it let me do it? How do I
What?
do that?
What are you
You
looking for?
haven't asked.
Yeah.
You haven't said anything.
I know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. So yeah, man, I think it's where you
Where you at? Where the bombs at? There, over there, over
like
here.
like this. Remember he talks like this.
Oh, I can't do it from here. That's why. I was gonna do one of those survey things.
No.
It's just it's crazy, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's very unfortunate.
Who knew what we were talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. Did you guys hear about that?
About the FBI stopping a terrorist, a domestic terrorist,
5 locations.
in 5 locations at the same time on New Year's
5.
Eve
So you see 5 fingers.
in
on.
Los Angeles area.
I wonder how they found out about it. Do you think that the people over in Mojave heard the
Something.
explosions and they called in something?
Well, from what I understood, it was something happened in Louisiana. They arrested someone that they were watching.
Okay.
And so in that arrest, it was a very, they said it was a very hostile thing. That clue, whatever that was, connected to a group that was in L.A.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. And this group had a whole manifesto set up of after these 5 locations, they were gonna that's where they said we have bombs. They had like C3 or something, whatever. What's it called?
C4.
C4 set up for ice vans, and
Yeah.
they were going to start. You know, their whole thing was to lead a revolution, and it was
Yeah.
going to begin New Year's.
They wanted to kick it off. I just want to know who didn't know about it and who did, because that should have been major news.
Did any of you guys hear about that over there? Texas, East Coast. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is for real. For real.
Because I didn't hear anybody else talking about it.
Do you want to mention the group name?
Yeah, sure.
The group name is the Turtle Island Liberation Front. That's the name of these groups. Oh, is this
Turtle
them?
Island, huh?
They weren't giving any pictures away earlier,
Yeah.
and they weren't talking about anything. They just kept talking about this. 4 people arrested last week who were suspected of planning the whatever bomb attacks are part of the anti-capitalist and anti-government group called the Turtle Island Liberation Front. Federal officials said Monday. The group's Instagram page has 939 followers. Features images with the phrases "Death to America" and "Peaceful
tough
protests with never." Peaceful protest will never be enough. That's their images and phrases.
That's their motto.
Yeah. A video on the posted on their Instagram account features a woman who only identifies as Mary, explaining the group's name. Oh, they did. Operation. Oh, maybe they're different.
Yeah. So Daniel from Texas.
Oh, they're all okay. So they're all different ethnicities.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because their whole thing is against capitalism.
Yeah, they're libs, bro. They're pink haired. They're pink and blue haired. They're not pink and blue haired, but they are.
The last one.
Yeah.
They probably can't zoom in and see, but
Nah. So yeah, it's
are they all citizens?
that I don't know.
I don't know about the last one.
I don't know. It says officials released photos from the search of Carol's home. Audrey Carol and her AK is a Cygnac Black Moon.
That's the first lady.
Yeah. They said that they looked at her home, which showed posters of the materials associated with the Turtle Group, including one reading "Death to ICE" and another reading "Death to America, Long Live Turtle Island and Palestine." The anti-ICE poster was also posted in the group. So yeah, they're just your typical spoiled American, I guess, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because I didn't hear of any of them that were arrested being foreign.
Yeah, me either.
I heard most of them were
Ross wrote something.
was domestic.
Ross Fresta says, no, I did not hear about it until you fellas are talking about it. I'll tell you this, I don't think they wanted us to know because they did not want us to scare us because Christmas is next week and New Year's is the following week, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. You know, and
I mean, thank God that their investigators found this out.
well, now, I'll say this, and I'm not trying to.
Not only do they have the plans, they have the capabilities to do
Absolutely, yeah. They had the measure on it. Now, I'm not saying any of us are doing this or anything like that. Turtle Island was a Native American group. Okay, that's what our poetic. I guess the term Turtle Island.
Oh, the term?
Yeah. Maybe they rebelled against or fought back or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
But more and more, I've had this question approached to me from different conversations. People asking me, not in the church, outside the church, I don't have a concealed carry weapon, but I feel like I need to protect my family when I'm going out there, and I don't even know if I want to have a concealed carry. You know, people, not just California either, other states. I've heard this. I've had this conversation, you know, because it has raised the awareness. Like what happened in Australia was at a beach.
Yeah.
They weren't just shooting Jews. They were shooting people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just Brown University. You know, you got all this stuff, then you got this, and it's like, dude, I thank God for the First and Second Amendment. You know, the First Amendment and backed up by the Second Amendment. You know, but I'm hearing that conversation more and more of how people are mentally handling this and feeling like they have to take it upon themselves to some degree. You know, and that can be positive as a deterrent, but you know, it can also just create a very Wild West feeling. But I get it. I understand why. What do you got? You hearing?
I got nothing. I don't understand.
And that's the point. The fact that there's not really much out there.
There's a couple things that here, but they're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? They're already saying what has already been said. They did give out the names of these 4 individuals. But, man, you had 930-something followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sick. So who knows what else has been out there plotted? Who knows what else is out there? So, I mean, I don't know.
Because they don't need 1 million followers.
Nope, they don't.
Out of 900, let's use Jesus's math of, 1/4.
Yeah.
So out of 900 and something followers, 25% will be very much involved of 900 and something followers. That's a big number.
Yeah.
That's a really big number. Because half of that will be what, let's say 450? Mm-hmm. So 25% of that is 225?
Yeah.
225 extreme people that are willing to plot and plan. Where in the country?
You know, when you really think about it, listen to this. Excuse me. It says Carroll provided to co-conspirators an 8-page handwritten document titled Operation Midnight Sun, which described a bombing plot. The plan called for backpacks with bombs to be simultaneously detonated at 5 or more locations or more, targeting 2 U.S. companies at midnight this New Year's Eve, the greater LA metropolitan area. The plan stated that the IEDs would complex pipe bombs, included instructions on how to manufacture the bombs, included guidance to avoid leaving evidence, and so on and so on and so on, right? So the thing about it is like what's really crazy about this is like you're gonna blow up companies. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're gonna blow up warehouses. I'm guessing that's what the probably target was.
Did you hear the description when they asked him what buildings they were?
Well, he said something along the lines of Amazon-like
Style,
logistics.
Yeah, logistics.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they said. The
He didn't say Amazon. He said it was
No.
a
Like.
distribution like
Yeah. Amazon-like
supply and demand.
logistic companies. So you're going to blow up buildings for the most part. That's what your goal was, right? But you don't know who is in there.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going
You don't
on.
care who's in there.
And so the thing about it is like that's some like real, and it's called a terrorist act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like when it's so. I'm trying to figure out another way to say it, but it's so just evil-minded. It's so wicked.
Yeah.
It's so like it's your own good for what? What are you doing this for? See, like Death to America. Where did you get that from? Aren't you from America?
Yeah.
You know, like the ones that come that we hear, you know what I'm saying? The Muslims that come here or ISIS that came here and they're yelling death to America. You hate America for what? I don't know, because
Why'd you come?
Because they're better than it's because this country's better than yours, and I get that, I understand that. But the thing about it is like you're from here, and it's so evil. I was reading this right now, and it's just so wicked. It's so evil. It's a whole nother level of just evil, man. I can't stop.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say,
Yeah.
bro. It's just so evil, man. It's horrible, dude, and it's just like you're sick for having those thoughts. You know what I mean? I get it, you know, like Jesus had said, you know, whenever you are mad, or how did he put it? Like that's would be committing murder.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, the
If you
anger.
hate, he goes, if you hate your brother, you're a murderer.
Yeah.
First John.
You know, and so when you do it in that way, okay, I can understand that, but this isn't that.
Yeah.
You are literally like willing to take your life as long as with everybody else's. Or, you know, when some of these Muslims have done what they've done, they know they're self-sacrificing themselves. Are you even willing to do that?
Yeah.
It's just like, it becomes sick-minded, bro. It's evil.
The life of their thought process is chaos,
Yeah.
murder. You know, and it's like, dude, if that doesn't speak to what that is,
Yeah.
what else? How else you gonna define that? But I want to go to another topic real quick. Yesterday, I haven't heard anything yet released, other than a couple little things. Candace Owens sitting down yesterday with Erica Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to look for it today.
Yeah, they sat down for like 4 hours, 4.5
They had
hours.
a private meeting, you know, and I'm sure they recorded one another.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more than positive of that. You know, the only thing which to me I thought was dumb, I seen on Instagram, we were in the car driving, and I heard Deanna click on an Instagram, and it was Candace, and all I seen was Candace say is, okay, guys, I just want you to know I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm alive.
Of course she's going to exaggerate it 'cause she wants views.
And I'm like,
Yeah, she's on the super clickbait right now.
yeah, I'm like, well, I wasn't even worried about that.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, but I haven't heard anything. Have you guys heard anything
Endless
about?
capabilities. What up?
No, I haven't. I know of the interview, and that's all I know so far.
Same here.
Nothing released yet.
That I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't. I was looking at other things today, studying about the Brown. I was studying about the.
Yeah.
I knew we were going to talk about
Yeah.
Australia. Then I was looking at those kind of things, and then the what did we just talk about?
The bombs,
bombing.
FBI.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I was looking at those. I saw this. I did see something of Megan, and Megan was saying like has sat down and not sat down, but she's had conversations with Candace, and I love Megan Kelly, dude. I think she's just so real.
She's tight, dude. I
Yeah,
like her.
and so the thing about it is she was saying, look, if you're trying to get a feud going on between the two of us, she says, F off, because that is not happening. And this and that, whatever. So, no, I haven't seen anything about it.
Okay.
I did hear something about Candace. Mickey played me something, and then one of her videos, and then also something that was written. But She's blaming Calvary Chapel for something along the lines of this whole thing that's going on.
Yeah.
And so now Calvary Chapel's involved, I guess. I don't know, dude. So she is.
So they were part of the assassination plot.
Who knows, dude? They
They were the ones in the green shirts because the ones in the purple shirts were someone else, right?
You know, the thing about it is like I said, I'm not trying to be an advocate for her, but the thing, if they're trying to make you look wacko, they're doing a great job. But you're not doing anything to prevent you looking wacko either. So
Candace?
Yeah, Candace. So the thing about it is like right now, from my point of view, where I'm sitting at, bro, is like you are on a straight clickbait type of style.
Yeah.
Your show was dying. I think she got fired from the Daily Wire, right? She got cut there, and you needed something, and then this happened, and instead of you. I don't know what her whole deal is, but I truly do think like she's. What can I say to get me views?
Do you think Erica Kirk needed to sit down with Candace Owens?
That's what I was gonna bring up right now. I think she was at a catch-22
Yeah.
because Candace was gonna keep going, but she probably knew if I sit with her, now she's gonna spin something and keep going regardless. And I think she had to weigh which is the better one. You know, what bothers me about it is that, you know, she lost her husband and everybody became an expert on grieving.
Yeah.
Everybody on
crazy.
Facebook, everybody's an expert. Well, why is she smiling? Why does she got her makeup on? Why is she this? Why is she that? You know, and it's crazy, man, because when you lose somebody, is there a book that tells you how you're supposed to act?
Yeah.
You know, and if you do anything outside of what that person's definition is of grieving, then you're suspect now. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't like that at all, man. I don't like that, you know, and unfortunately it comes with the limelight. Unfortunately, it comes with it. And unfortunately, it's really easy because internet, it's weird because, see, before internet, all we saw was people on TV, on news or on 2020 or so. And internet has brought people closer into people's lives, but at the same time, it hasn't. And it makes people think they know somebody, but they don't.
Yeah.
So then it leaves everybody to just assume, and I don't know, man. You know, when you went through what you went through, that night, you joked at a couple things. Now,
I think it was more shock.
of course it was.
Yeah, I think it was more shock. than anything.
And you probably don't remember this, but I didn't. I laughed when you laughed, and I got quiet when you got quiet, because I knew that. As a pastor, I understood that.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if somebody on the outside would say, "Oh, he don't care. He just cracked a joke." That's what I'm saying. Now imagine Charlie Kirk's wife,
Yeah.
and the world is watching, and every little thing she does, everybody becomes an expert on mourning. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That's not cool, man.
I don't want to make this about me at all, but I will say this. This is something so many people over this year, which I think it's very interesting, but when it's like they're afraid to ask me how I'm doing. So when there's like, we could be laughing and this and that, whatever, and then when they get into the how are you doing, it becomes real serious.
Yeah.
Like,
So how are you doing?
so how are you doing? You know, a couple people are like, you know, all things considered. I'm like, dude, that's racist. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no, I get it. I really do. Because it's just like...
I think it becomes awkward for everybody all the way around.
It can, but-
it can be.
But why, though?
Yeah, but now imagine that, right? Imagine
Yeah, but she's being publicized.
That's my
Yeah,
point.
She's
is
being
that's
publicized. She's
public
being
on everything.
She's being because she.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, we still good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so because
Can we get the mouse?
she's laughing,
Yeah.
because she's smiling.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this and that, she's involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
That's what upsets
I've been
me.
tripping out on that. Like
That's what bugs me, man.
I hope 100,000 million. That doesn't even make sense. But you get what I'm saying. You had nothing to do with this. You don't seem like a type of person who would have had anything to do with it. It doesn't seem like any type of agenda comes from you to gain from this kind of thing. I have never once looked at that woman and thought anything of that,
me either.
right? Never once. I will say this, and I've told you this before, David. The only reason you see me smiling and laughing is because I have Jesus Christ in my life. Jesus Christ is the first person, the second, the third, the eighth, the 29th, and then there's Mickey.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then that's it. That's all I need. And it's just like, I'm still here. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke.
But who's to tell somebody else you ain't mourning right?
Yeah, that's my whole
See, that's
thing.
what makes me mad.
Yeah.
About Charlie Kirk's wife.
And you're being like, I'm not even being publicized. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's just like, dude, like this woman is being publicized. She's being blamed
all day, every day.
for for what we saw
Now-
happen to her husband. That's wild in my dome.
You said something.
But okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say you said something, Tino, that you said something to the effect of like there's maybe a 1%, right?
Okay.
Maybe. Why would you put the 1%
Of what?
of like possibly her being involved?
Oh, no. I'm saying I hope.
No. But
Yeah.
my only point is this, dude. I'll always have a 1%.
Because I don't know her.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's humanity, right?
Yeah, dude. Me and Mickey were talking about trust today. I said, I don't think 100% trust exists
No.
because we're all human. So it's like, yeah, I trust you a whole lot. 98%, 99%. It's that 1%.
I have
where,
degrees of trust. There's degrees to this, and there's levels, within those degrees. But that 1% is to anyone. It's like, dude, I don't think they did it, but I don't know. Like, what did the scripture say? Because Jesus knew what was in their heart, in the heart of man. So, dude, there's always a 1%. That doesn't mean in my thoughts at all that I ever contemplated, dude, did she, pay off her husband at $350,000?
Yeah.
Right? Like, but
Yeah.
I don't think.
But you, that doesn't make sense too either, because it's like, oh, but I'll keep him alive and he's possibly going to be a president someday.
exactly. But for
But I'll 30 pieces of silver. I'll give him up. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Get out of here.
Well,
Get out of here.
Our poetic put something, because when I asked about why did they have to meet, he put donors were pulling money, so she needed to sit with Candace. I do imagine that donors did get pulled because some of them are weak. I get that, but I also imagine there was new donors too.
Yeah.
You
see empty too?
No.
They read the last one.
I don't trust my dang self sometimes.
See what I'm saying? If you can't trust yourself 100%, how are you trusting anybody else?
Now, one time I got a
I
letter
gotta say.
from prison, from Pando, right? Because they get our podcast.
Praise God.
They get our Bible study. They get
Great.
Sunday services. They get our road trips. They get grocery giveaways sometimes. Different things, right? And one time somebody wrote and said, how come you guys don't just fellowship and hang out and do this and do that? And, and I'm like,
What do you mean?
I'm like, the cameras, you're only seeing what is being filmed. There's fellowship here a little too much sometimes, because we're here till like 2 a.m. And I just went on, but I realized, and I didn't blame the person, but I realized something, that people, because they feel they know you, because they sort of do, because they're watching you on the podcast, they're watching me preach, they're watching. So to a certain degree, they know me.
Yeah.
But they don't really know me, because if I do a road trip, that road trip, for instance, to LA, is a 5-hour drive. You saw 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
but it gives them the optic, like an illusion, like they did a road trip with us. That was a 5-hour drive. And then I showed our dinner for like 5 minutes, but we were there for 2 hours. You see what I mean? So
I do.
So I use that as an example, is people do say whatever they want about Erica Kirk,
Yeah.
but you're barely getting a millisecond of the reality of what's really going on. And to have the audacity to say, oh, it's this, and it's this, and it's this, and I know the situation. Everybody's an expert, and it's just weird to me.
Well, I know one of the things that was on the Faulkner report, she said that Candace had mentioned about, how come you don't let us know where Charlie is? And Erica said, can't my children and myself have one thing? We want one thing. Yeah. And we don't want this to be publicized, or we don't want people to go there to blow up his gravesite or do this and do this and do harm. It's not even about being good, like people showing up, like Morrison's statue over in I think it's Italy or somewhere,
it's in
France or something like that, right? It's not like that where they go there to
That
sit
question
with him.
don't even make sense, dude.
Right, but the thing about it is like it's more about the hatred that would be thrown on that man's grave, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because people are sick. Look, we just got done talking about how sick people are, and that's the kind of sickness that would go on there.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm just that's so weird for a.
Well, because she's Catholic. So, the Catholics, and nothing against my Catholic
Dude,
folks.
she's 9 months in, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, bro, nothing against
She's
my
9
Catholic
months in
folks,
her
but
Catholicism.
they like to go. They like to go and pay their respects at the graveside and so on and so on and so on. So I don't know. Hey, man, like I said, I'm not an advocate for her anymore.
I know, but
you whacked out. You're the new Jacko Wacko, dude. You know what I'm saying? Or Wacko Jacko.
That's just too much. That's too much of that question. Is like, why don't you tell us where your husband is? It ain't none of your business.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
It ain't none of your business. And if you didn't tell what she's in, she's in on it. It doesn't register.
I mean, you got some cojones, for the lack of better words, to blame this woman for.
Maybe that's why she was angry at the French president's
How long
husband.
we been on?
An hour and
hour and 45.
an hour and 38 minutes.
Oh, we're past our time.
Yeah, a little bit. Why? What's up? Do you want to?
No, nothing. What's it called? James Mara, yo, David, is this Ruben? No, this is my brother Angel, Pastor Angel. Real quick, somebody said, hey, Dyno, you ever knew Little Toro from Vacaville? You heard the crazy story how he was taken out this week. And so he's a Norteño rapper. He was killed by a family member Sunday morning. I didn't know him, never knew him, never heard his music. I think his music was maybe bigger when I was in prison, so I didn't know anything about his career. So the only thing I knew about him was whatever I would hear YouTubers talk about, and that's it. I haven't even heard one song of his, but man, it's sad. I did see his recent channel over the last few months, and he was just kind of losing it. And it's horrible that happened. He was just kind of a lot of mental illness and very aggressive and put himself in some wild situations. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but if you follow his channel, you could just see him just spiraling.
Oh, okay.
And he was getting a lot of views, and I think people were just watching this man spiral. And
that's the downside of social media.
Yeah, and basically. He got killed Sunday morning, and it's horrible. It's a horrible thing to say like the Stockton situation. I'm like, I saw that coming. I literally told Sharon because I saw a video when he was in LA, went to Super Taco or something. King Taco. Mm-hmm. And he's just being loud. Man, let's see if this is better than the Mission. You know what I mean? And he's not even from Mission District. You know what I mean? But just talking loud. And people were on there. He's live, and they're like, "Dude, this dude's gonna get smoked. Where's he at?" So now he's letting people know where he's at. And a lot of people were watching him. And I'm just like, I told Sharon, I said, he ain't gonna last much longer. I literally told her that a few days ago, and it's horrible. I wish I was wrong. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
But anyways, yeah. What else?
Well, we had one little quick thing we wanted to touch on. Maybe we go through this in 5 minutes or less. We were talking about how do you process the end of the year, going into the end of the year now. looking at goals, dreams, what you want to do. What have you done? What have you done in the past that kind of puts you in that mindset to kind of, in whatever, business, church, personal, what have you seen or what have you done to organize your thoughts, getting ready for the goals
asking
coming?
first?
Whoever wants to answer.
Me, I've always used the new year to reassess, to recalibrate, to rethink. I always done it in ministry, in my life, in my marriage, in just my life. I've always used that as a landmark to better myself or my situations and to reflect on what I could do better. So that's a given. And as far as the church, I always gave the church a theme because of what the Lord starts showing me, usually October, November. I remember one year, this is the year that the devil's ain't gonna hide in this church. This year we're calling it 2026. This is a year of discipleship. So I've always had a theme for the church as a ministry. So yeah, it's a big deal to me as a landmark.
Do you write that stuff down?
Absolutely.
Depends what year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't really have journals like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tim?
Quick way to answer this is I just talking about this, man. I do things a little bit different. I converse through the year. Sometimes I realize for myself, I don't even realize I have goals until I start to converse with people. And I'm like, oh, I like that, man. I didn't even realize I wanted that for myself. You know what I mean? So then it becomes a goal or a dream for me. What I do is, just like David said, is Mickey and myself, we both, we name the year. Mm-hmm. We give it the title. We give our year a title, and then we start putting everything underneath that title. And I do write it down.
Like, give me an example in the past.
Last year, as a matter of fact, this year was walking in our promise.
Okay. As your family, you're talking family,
Or
everything. Marriage?
No. This is everything. Everything falls under that year. Everything falls underneath the title. So, walking in our promised land was our year, and that deals with everything. That deals with my marriage. First of all, that deals with God first. That's me and God. That deals with my marriage. That deals with my children. That deals with my ministry. That deals with everything.
But do they know this?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you actually communicate this to your family?
You know what? No,
So that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
You know what? No, we have before, but this year was not that. For the most part, we let our children know what our goals and dreams. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we've ever told them about the years. Last year, 24 was Split the Sea. That was what we named the year, 24. And that led to we're going to move into things like he's already split the sea for us. So we're going to move in that faith, knowing that the sea is going to be split and so on. And so that's what we do. We name it that. And that deals in my business. That deals in God. Not necessarily in this order, but it's everything. I do write these things down. The thing about it is I learned many years ago that when you write things down, now they're on paper. So because there's so many thoughts, thousands of thoughts that go a day. So when you're able to see it with your own eyes, the brain triggers somewhere in the brain that only God knows. But what it does is it triggers the brain and it holds yourself more accountable for the action of what that takes. Yeah. There's numerous of other things I do, but we're short of time. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always used it kind of like what you're saying. I've always, whether it was ministry or personal, whatever.
Yeah.
I've always used themes. As we were talking, I don't think I've ever necessarily communicated that with the kids.
Yeah.
Outside of me and Deanna or whatever. But the other thing I've always done is I've always looked back and said, okay, where am I lacking? Mm-hmm. And
absolutely.
Try to put on focus. Like, I know people putting resolutions. I don't know what people mean by resolutions. What that is, or is it, I take it people are like, well, I'm gonna do this. I mean, I am looking at what I'm gonna do. I will say, if I can move towards that 70 to 80%, I'm good. I'm happy with that year.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just looking at what areas do I need to learn more? What areas do I need to improve in? What area this happened this year, this happened. I can't have that happen again. How can I make sure be better prepared? How can I, think through that so it, and so that's kind of been more of my thing. I wouldn't say resolutions, but it's more reflection and learning areas where I can grow.
What I don't do is I don't get like very small. I don't get small like in increments. I just kind of like an overview.
Yeah.
Because as the year's going, I'm just adjusting. So, yeah.
It's like I said, I was telling him earlier telling Angel earlier was his goals and dreams are two separate things for me. They're not the same category.
Yeah, me too.
And so I put down 5 goals. Many years ago, Mickey taught me that it's better to have an accomplished list than a to-do list. So at that moment, from then, even in my goals, I don't do like 10 goals a year. I'll do 3 to 5. Because I feel more accomplished in my
You
year.
mean a personal goal or a family goal or
Any of them.
okay?
Any of them. And then like I was telling Angel is I know that driving towards my goals, I will accomplish dreams along the way.
Yeah. Yeah, because part of for me is my reading list. What am I going to read this year?
Yeah.
But that has to do with where do I need to strengthen myself in? Where do I need to better myself in? And that's going to be the focus of the books that I'm reading.
Absolutely.
And because of that, because of those books and because of those issues, I'm going to be more focused on it. And usually what happens in my life that year has a tendency to lean in those areas. Because I'm trying to be intentional about it.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, I'm like you. I don't put like I have 10 resolutions or 15
I
resolutions.
used to do all that and then just feel like a failure by March.
Yeah.
Yeah, like January 7th, I'm like, dude, I suck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't do resolutions.
Yeah, I did all that, man. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I make realistic stuff today.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm also good with not accomplishing the whole list. I'm okay
Yeah.
with it. That took me a long time to understand too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I like that, man. We're moving that over. That's following. That's
Yeah.
What is it? That's rolling over.
Roll over.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rolling over, man.
Yeah, because sometimes, dude,
There's some things I'm after,
Yeah.
Lord, and I understand them. You know what? Maybe I wasn't prepared for this blessing
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
What did I do to better myself for this blessing to get it next year, Lord? Let me know. That's where all that comes in. A lot of talk with God, man.
Yeah.
I love God.
No, I like that. The rolling over part is huge because you don't want to get stuck in condemnation. And just it's like, dude, just move it on. But like I said, my goal is if I'm looking at it, I want to at least, if I can do 3 out of 4, and that's a great year. I will tell you, that's probably doesn't happen as often as I'd like it to be. That's why it's a great year because it's hard to do.
Yeah.
hard
Me
to
and
do.
Mickey were talking, and I'll finish on this. We were saying about just the language that we use. And so I was like, I told Mickey, the phrase "at least" came up, and a lot of people, the way they use that, well, at least I didn't do this, or at least I didn't, at least I'm not homeless, or at least I'm not drinking, or anything like that. And I said, see the world way of thinking? That's a worldly way of thinking. And she was like, you think so? And I said, yeah. I said, because you know how I use at least I failed. At least I'm failing. How come we don't talk to ourselves like that? She's like, I like that. And I said, why do you like that? Because I wanted to see where her mind was at.
Yeah.
She's all, because when you're failing, you're trying things.
Yeah.
You're putting effort into
If you
things.
ain't failing, you ain't trying.
Yeah. And so I said, so why doesn't this ever trigger in our heart? So that's one of the things that Mickey and myself are going to change our language going forward.
That's good.
Our poetic says, I tried breaking things down to spheres like family, career, etc., but it got crazy.
It did. It did, bro. Because then it just becomes hectic. You get angry, and then I get it.
Yeah.
That's why I say now we just name the year.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for many years. We all right, Lord, we title it, and then we put everything underneath it. We have way more dreams than we have goals. Way more dreams.
Oh,
Way more dreams. I mean, it's night and day. There's like 100 dreams to 4 goals.
and you know what does Solomon say in Ecclesiastes? He says God had placed eternity in man's heart. Reality is you're going to be reaching for stuff that ain't for you to grab. Your kids or your grandkids may achieve.
Oh, I love it.
But that's exactly what it's for. That's okay.
Set it up, man.
Absolutely.
David was a prime example of that. You know what I mean? Just talk to God. Let God see the vision. Now give them the vision. Let them see it so that way they
Yeah.
can build
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Let them build it.
Absolutely.
Teach them something so that way they can build it.
James James Mara says, "Hey
And I'm
David,
done.
do you consider yourself the type of Christians that condemn images of God and other apostolic symbols? The kind Catholics fill their homes." I think it's less about images and more of what they're teaching the people about those images.
Yeah. I mean, because like this would be.
Yeah, to me, that's a
image.
reenactment of the birth of Christ. But to somebody else, they could be like, "Oh, let me light a candle to that. Let me."
Yeah, and then pray right here to
Yeah,
baby Jesus.
I mean, so yeah,
yeah,
I don't.
it can be abused and it can be just represented
Yeah,
normal.
I don't know if that answers the question, but
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
anything else?
No.
I'm good.
You good?
Yes, sir.
All
You
right.
good?
I'm good.
All right.
good.
Well, guys, thank you for hanging out with us here at Let's Just Talk, episode, I believe, 68. Wow, 68.
Dang.
And hopefully you can join us next week.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, right?
It's in the dictionary.
Empty Tomb, we love you too, man. You
Love
and
you,
Madison.
man.
For the record.
Yay.
Amen.
Yay.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and God bless you. Hey, does Madison
Love
like
you
the
guys.
nativity that we got? Yeah, we're coming on next week.
Yep. Christmas Eve. We're on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Let it be known.
Tell all your friends. Tell everybody.
Yeah. Bring them on in.
Yes.
Amen. All right. So God bless you guys and see you guys. And make sure you join us for Wednesday Bible study tomorrow and Sunday service. Don't miss Sunday service or Christmas service.
Don't do it.
Wait.
don't do it.
Wait. Oh, wrong.
Don't do it. Don't miss it.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Later.
And Christmas Eve.
Love y'all.
For the record, for the record, for the record, for the record.